We start this Saturday morning with a Weather Authority alert day.
We have team coverage with crews across our 5 zones tracking everything that you need to know. We start with meteorologist Chris Michaels first.
Hey there, guys. Good morning. And you see in some of those pictures that there is a little bit of a dry slot, especially as you go toward Franklin County. But definitely that mixed bag that we were talking about. Let's go ahead and zoom into the home view here. And you can see that freezing rain has taken over in parts of the Highlands, parts of Bath County, dropped into the 20s earlier this morning. We've seen that in Christiansburg and Blacksburg. Plenty of reports out of the New River Valley, including but not limited to Giles County. There you see your freezing rain returning into parts of Southside, maybe a little bit of sleet mixed in with that. But it's this dry slot right here. We're going to wait another couple of hours for that to fill in. So you actually get a much needed and quite frankly unanticipated break in the action in parts of Floyd, Franklin, and even Roanoke counties this morning. So we'll take that in hopes that temperatures will warm up in the next couple of hours. But for the rest of us, that wintry mix continues, most of it in the form of freezing rain, and that's going to be the case up until about midday. As we head into the afternoon, things will gradually turn drier. So for those of you seeing freezing rain, naturally slick roads are the main concern. Power outage is possible, but I don't think that's necessarily going to be a widespread kind of thing, just as ice totals should for the most part stay below 1/4 of an inch. So this is impactful. It's messy. Definitely you're going to stay inside for parts of the day today. But as we've said over the past few days, this is not a crippling snowstorm that's going to keep you stuck for days at a time. Nonetheless, this is something that we need to keep an eye on. And one of the things we are keeping an eye on is kind of the difference between freezing rain and sleet. And that's where we bring in 10 News meteorologist Parker Beasley. Hey there, Parker.
Hey there, Chris. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about freezing rain early on this morning, but it's not a crazy amount of freezing rain. But we could still see ice estimates anywhere from 1/10 of an inch all the way up to 1/4 of an inch. And especially along the roadways, this is where things can become a little bit slippery, no pun intended, and a little bit dangerous, especially along some of the bridges as well, as we could see some ice coat some of the cars, and there will be icy spots along the roadways this morning, especially out in the NRV, parts of the Highlands, and in Southside, as temperatures are just below the freezing point at about 30 to 31 degrees. Now let's talk more about freezing rain versus sleet. Clings and pings. These are the 2 words that I want you guys to remember. Freezing rain, it clings onto things. Once it falls, it may look like water, but then over time, because temperatures are below 32 degrees, it will eventually freeze onto those things, such as tree branches, cars, your rooftops, power lines, you name it, whatever's out there, it will cling onto it. Pings are sleet. This is rain that's falling in the atmosphere. It warms up, or actually let's call it snow that falls in the atmosphere. Then it warms up, becomes rain. Then it refreezes closer to the surface, and you have these water droplets that freeze onto it. So that's how you get those little sleet pellets, and those will ping off of things. So you'll see those throughout the day and throughout the morning as we continue your team coverage.
10 News reporter Thomas Mundy is in the New River Valley this morning.
That's right, Thomas. You're in Christiansburg right now, and I know you've been monitoring the freezing rain that's been thickening on your car. Are we seeing any patches on the ground yet?
Good morning, and like I said earlier, we are still here out in Christiansburg near the Uptown Mall, and during our little break, we actually went out into the road just to kind of give a feel, give the foot test on how the roads are, and there are some icy patches, but for the most part, we're seeing mostly decent roads. We're not seeing too much ice accumulation. We have noticed, though, on our 10 News vehicle, a big sheet of ice. The ice has really settled in. You can see on our windshield, it's really there. It's hard to kind of get up. There's a whole sheet on the hood that I can feel. And then if you come to our passenger door, you can even hear how much ice. That's a lot of ice. So really, the ice has settled in. We're in a little bit of a lull, so we're not seeing too much freezing rain right now, but we're going to keep you updated. We're going to make sure everybody up here is staying safe and staying aware up in the New River Valley.
All right, Thomas, thank you. And 10 News reporter Duke Carter joining us right now in the storm chaser. Duke, you've been busy all morning. Are you seeing any action your way?
Seeing drivers on the roads, the drivers are taking extra caution on the roads. Kind of want to give you all a glimpse of what we're seeing right now. And so this is our view. We're on Route 220, Botetourt County, a little bit beyond Eagle Rock, making our way north to Covington. And as you can see right now, not a lot of action. So the good news is, not a lot of drivers on the road. And the roads are at least safe to drive on for now, especially if you have to get on the roads. The thing that we have noticed, though, as we've been driving around all morning long, is that those temperatures are slowly decreasing. At one point, it was 32. It recently just changed from 30 to now 28 degrees. So, of course, the main concern is, of course, those roads being unsafe for those drivers. Kind of want to give you all another view from our storm chaser. This is, again, on top of a roof cam of our storm chaser, and so you can see again another vantage point of what we're seeing here on those roads. Of course, we're seeing that wintry mix, that with different precipitation that's hitting the area. And again, the good news is that the roads are safe. We have seen a lot of crews come out and about. We've along 581 in Roanoke County, we've seen crews again just monitoring those roads and making sure those roads are decent, especially for those drivers who have to get out. We then made our way along Route 11, and again, we did see crews on standby, ready to rock and roll in case something should happen. They're ready to handle that. And so now here we are along Route 220 North, Botetourt County, a little bit beyond Eagle Rock. And again, a different vantage point. This is what we're seeing right now. So again, if you don't have to be out, just stay inside until after this weather event is over. Of course, we're going to keep you updated, of course, as we make our way throughout the viewing area. But for now, though, reporting live, Duke Carter, 10 News, working for you. We're going to toss things back to you in the studio.
Thanks so much, Duke. VDOT is also working through this storm. Jen Ward with VDOT on the phone with us again. Jen, what are your crews reporting?
Right now, we are seeing some freezing rain in Carroll County, which has created some patches of ice on some of our primary routes. We're currently treating those, as well as some of the few icy secondary roads that we have had reported as well. As this continues, temperatures remain right at that below freezing mark. So we will just continue to be monitoring the roads and responding to those issues as this event continues.
Obviously, you can't plow ice. So how do you treat ice on the roads?
We usually respond with abrasives. We'll look at the road conditions as ice and apply what we need to in order to break it up. That can be using abrasives or some other type of method as needed.
Okay, perfect. Jen Ward with us this morning. We'll continue checking in with you, but glad that we're not seeing tons of trouble spots, just those ones you mentioned in Carroll County.
10 News reporter Lindsay Kennett is in Franklin County right now. Now, Lindsay, I know you were mentioning how wet it was earlier. The struggle may be real trying to stay dry. Are you seeing anything else? Now you look a bit drier than last hour.
Yeah, Japhanie, thankfully this wintry mix, that freezing rain has let up a little bit. I did have to add on some more base layers, some more socks. It's still really, really cold out here this morning, but thankfully we're seeing a little break in that weather for now. We're right near Rocky Mount Plaza. I'll give you a look at the road behind me. It's not too bad right now. There are some more cars hitting the roads this morning, so thankfully folks here in this area at least aren't going to have to be dealing with, obstructed vision, obstructed windshields from that freezing rain, but we definitely saw some of that this morning heading down 220. Definitely something to look out for. We'll keep you posted on the conditions here in Rocky Mount throughout the morning.
Thanks so much, Lindsay. Danville city leaders say they're ready to respond this morning. Chris says Southside's expecting mostly rain, but city workers are on standby for potential power outages. Public Works crews are on duty this morning, monitoring street conditions and spreading sand and salt in areas as needed. We are tracking power outages as well. Right now, not a lot of customers without power, just a few spotty outages there you see in the blue, but that's some good news.
Very good news. And get this, while you were sleeping, VDOT crews were up and about. This right here is video they posted on their Facebook page a few hours ago showing one of their plows being loaded with pounds of road treatment. And if you look at this particular video right there, you're seeing at your screen several trucks ready to go and ready to work. Again, VDOT encouraging everyone to adjust your travel around the storm if you have to get out on the roads this morning. With this Weather Authority Alert Day, you should make sure that you download that 10 News and weather apps to get important alerts sent straight to your phone.
And we'd also love to see your photos if you can take them safely. Head to WSLS.com and send them through the Pin It feature by becoming a WSLS Insider. It is free to sign up.
AAA anticipates an increase in emergency roadside service calls today. Travel experts say that there are some things that drivers can do to stay prepared. They say to make sure that your tires have good tread and are properly inflated. For every 10-degree drop in temperature, tires can lose 1 pound of air pressure. And they also say to keep your gas tank at least half full to avoid gas, line freeze up, and have the battery checked by a professional to ensure that it is strong enough to face cold weather.
Typically, a battery's life is anywhere between 3 and 5 years. So if it's beyond that, you might want to have it checked and serviced.
You also want to make sure that your windshield wipers, lights, and fluids are in great condition.
If you have to be on the roads today and you're in a crash, we're working for you on the steps you need to take. First, make sure everyone is okay and then contact police. Notify your insurance company. Under Virginia law, you're required to have minimum liability coverage or pay a $500 uninsured motor vehicle fee. But that wouldn't cover you in a crash.
There is not a bad choices exclusion on the insurance policy. So, clearly if the weather is terrible, you shouldn't be on the roads. But if you have to be on the roads, you have to be on the roads. And the policy is going to cover you in the event that you have an accident.
It's also recommended to check on your insurance coverage before heading out in winter weather. Our Weather Authority Alert Day continues this morning as we hear from AEP, how they're watching and preparing for power outages.
And here's a look at our Lynchburg from the Liberty Skycam. We check in with our crews on the ground as rain starts to fall across the region.
And the important thing to keep in mind is as that rain falls, you look at the road temperatures, especially in the New River Valley, where the roads have fallen into the 20s as of the latest estimates. The National Weather Service also reporting 1/10 of an inch at their office in Blacksburg. We'll show you when this moves out of here coming up in your full forecast. That's on the other side of a quick break as we leave you this morning with a look at the Bowling Wilson Hotel Skycam in Wytheville.
Mic check 1 2 3. Mic checkity check 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 check. Sorry, I was getting my gloves.
Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check.
Here's a look at Roanoke from the Roanoke-Blacksburg Regional Airport Skycam this morning. We are catching a slight break in the rain right here in Roanoke. But don't worry, we will continue your team coverage throughout the rest of this morning and tell you where we're seeing some mixed precipitation.
I'm trying to look here to see if we have any flight delays, but right now it looks like everything is on time. So that's some good news at the Roanoke-Blacksburg Regional Airport.
Good news right there. So we continue our Weather Authority Alert Day with team coverage.
10 News reporter Abby Coleman in Lynchburg. And Abby, you've seen that freezing rain.
Yeah, guys, the freezing rain was really starting to pick up for a while there, but right now it's next to nothing, which is really good for the time being, but I'm sure it'll pick back up here in a second. I was able to take my hood down. Love that. I'll show you behind me. We've got 460 here behind me. Shown you guys a couple times now, but within the last 10 minutes or so, we've seen 5 or 6 VDOT trucks coming out, treating the roads, making sure it is safe for you guys. I watched them lay down all of that brine to keep the roads from freezing, and then they're putting salt down on some of those tricky problem areas that tend to ice up a little bit. Like I said, it's not too heavy right now, but I'm sure it will pick back up. And it's not just rain, it is freezing rain. We're definitely able to tell that. But we're definitely keeping an eye on the roads, making sure everyone is safe, and it doesn't look like anybody's having too much trouble. So back to you guys.
That is some good news.
Yes.
And we have crews across the region this morning with team coverage, including Amy Cockrum in Roanoke County.
That's right, Amy. I know it's a roller coaster ride right now that we're on. How are conditions out your way?
Well, Jenna and Japhanie, I am here along Electric Road, and we're actually in a dry spell right now. It seems to have slowed down, at least for now. And I want to show you guys something. I was actually able to find a closer tree. So right above me, there is a tree, and it looks to be wet. So just to check, I reached out, and I can feel along here, and yep, that is ice. So that might be a good reminder for people who are coming out that if you're stepping on a sidewalk or you're getting in your car and driving, that there is the potential for ice out there. Live in Roanoke, Amy Cockrum, 10 News, working for you.
She's doing all that without gloves. Yeah. Amy, where are your gloves? It's winter weather coverage. You need gloves. I don't know if she could hear us. She's just nodding. Yeah. Chris.
Hey there. Yeah, thankfully we're in the warm studio, so I left my gloves at home. But as Amy was saying, yeah, we've kind of seen this dry slot, this dry spell in the action, at least along the southern Blue Ridge. It's not necessarily the case in the New River Valley, in the Highlands, Lynchburg, or south side, but you do see off toward the south and west things starting to build back into the area. So if you're in parts of Carroll, Floyd, Roanoke, and Franklin counties and you're seeing that little bit of a break, I would anticipate within the next 60 minutes or so for that to pick back up. There you see that mixed bag in Henry and Pittsylvania counties, moving back into Lynchburg, where we have 10 News' Abby Coleman, the storm chaser, right there along 220. It's going to head toward Iron Gate, Covington, to see if there's any snow or sleet. And we've seen a number of reports out of the New River Valley of some ice as well. Radar picking up on what looks like snow. For the most part, that's probably snow melting before it hits the surface. So that mix of freezing rain and sleet, especially as you go north of the Roanoke Valley. So the thing that we have to keep in mind here is that, yeah, for some of us, we're at about 32 to 34, but the road surface has cooled. So icy for most of us, at least this morning. As we get to the middle of the day, it's more so going to be that mix of icy and wet conditions. So this is not an all day kind of thing. The afternoon looks damp and cold. Future tracker showing that mixed bag of precipitation continuing to move through, and you see the different shades there. The pink, an indication of the freezing rain. The green, an indication of just plain old rain. And again, you have to keep in mind, it could be 32.2 degrees. And it would just be rain. It has to be 32 or below. But you see a few breaks in the action there, something that's just showing up as we're going throughout this event. 9 a.m., still that mix, especially along and to the east of the Blue Ridge Parkway. The New River Valley may start to warm up as we feed off a little southeast breeze. So that'll be the case later this morning. By 11 a.m., most of your frozen precipitation toward Bent Mountain and areas north of I-64. And that'll more or less be the case up until 1 p.m. By 3 p.m., after a brief period of of snow north of I-64. Most of the precip moves out of the area. So as far as ice accumulation is concerned, I do think future trackers overdoing this a little bit now just because of that little dry slot we've seen. So I think we avoid major accumulation, but it's still pretty slick out there for the time being. We're keeping you connected every step of the way. We've got a text update and a video update right now on our free weather app. It's also the top story on WSLS.com. On the backside of this thing, windy tomorrow with some snow, especially at ski resort level, but you can see a few scattered bursts making it into the NRV and Highlands. It's going to be pretty streaky, so not everybody getting in on that sort of action. You can kind of see here with tomorrow's map, the bulk of the heavy snowfall is going to be up toward those favored west-facing slopes, but again, some streaky accumulations can't be ruled out in the New River Valley. Then we look toward Tuesday. We're not trying to go too far in advance here, but do want to let you know this is on our radar that we're looking at some heavy rain Tuesday that could result in some localized flooding and some strong wind gusts beyond that. Could be a brief wintry mix with that, but I think the main thing we need to pay attention to is the heavy rain. Again, that is going to be Tuesday. So your extended forecast today, the alert day continues, even though there's a little bit of a dry spell so far this morning. We do expect that to fill back in as we go through the rest of the morning and as most folks wake up and get out on the road on Saturday. Tomorrow we're in the 40s for the most part. That's also going to be the case Monday. There's your heavy rain threat on Tuesday, and all morning long we're keeping you updated with Storm Chaser, with live looks at our Skycam network and radar on a loop there on the left-hand side of your screen. That's a check your forecast. Let's hand things back over to Jenna and Jaffney this morning.
Yeah, your time saver traffic report again. We're still crash free, so we're doing good this morning. But just another quick reminder over in Roanoke County about a closed road on Route 694. Again, this is in Roanoke County near Moles Road, 736 North. Motorists can expect some delays because of icy conditions. They have all the north lanes closed at this time and the south lanes closed at this time. And we're also getting reports over in Carroll County with icy patches on the roadways as well. So let this just be a reminder to you guys. Things may get a little funky on the road when you get out there on your commute. If you just have to go, be safe. And of course, if a crash pops up, we'll be sure to update you right here on Virginia Today.
And I do want to give an update on flights. I know I said that flights were looking good. We had a cancellation in Lynchburg departing to Charlotte. That one at 6:15 was canceled. In Roanoke at the Roanoke-Blacksburg Regional Airport, the Chicago O'Hare departure on United around 11 o'clock has been canceled. So if you have a flight today, just check that. Keep an eye on that. You can access our team coverage all morning long with Choose Your View. You can watch live feeds from all 5 of our crews, including the 10 News Storm Chaser. Just head to WSLS.com.
Coming up, even with the winter weather impacting us, some people will still need to get behind the wheel this weekend. How experts say that you can stay safe if you need to drive.
Here is a look at Blacksburg from the Virginia Tech Skycam this morning, and we are seeing a little bit of break in the rain, but the grounds are wet and temperatures are still below freezing out there. We'll tell you where you could see some mixed precipitation coming up in just a couple of minutes.
As we continue to track the winter weather, we're working for you, talking to experts on what you need to do if you have to travel. Brambleton Driving School owner and instructor Jim Stepp says if you have to be out, slow down and double the distance behind cars. He also says take the roads that are traveled more often.
Kind of plan your trip out a little bit. If you know that you can avoid some of these little small cut-through roads that you normally shortcut to work, try to avoid those because they're going to be plowed, I guess, last.
The Stepp says that if you do find yourself stranded, make sure the exhaust is not full of snow and then stay in the vehicle. With icy conditions, cars can slide at any point, which can be very scary. But one of the rules that I have always been told is to do not panic and don't slam on your brakes.
Right.
Yeah, I've never had to deal with that because I'm from
Florida boy right here.
Yeah.
I've driven in some like really watery waters and like I've hydroplaned before, but I've never had to drive in ice. So
maybe you can, after you get done, get some skill sets in.
Let's hope
But do it safely, though.
Yeah, let's hope not. I drive a truck. The back end is very light, so let's not do that. But yeah, let's talk more about the temperature profile early on this morning. So let's have a look at the upper atmosphere, the mid-levels, and then the lower levels. Way up there, a couple miles up, it's 6 degrees. So that means there's snow, there's frozen rain, there's sleet, and then in the mid-levels of the atmosphere, about 850 millibars or so, it's above 32 degrees. So what happens is all of that frozen precipitation or the snow melts. And then as it progresses further and further to the surface, as you see, it's 29 degrees in some spots across our area at the surface. That means that those water particles are freezing together. That's how we get sleet. That's how we get some of the frozen precipitation that we're seeing early on this morning. So that's sort of a little bit breakdown for you. But in terms of precipitation types, in terms of the atmospheric column, for it to snow basically all over the place, 32 degrees for the entire column that we just looked at. For it to only rain, that means the entire column is above 32 degrees. Anything in between those two values, freezing rain or sleet, and that's exactly what we're dealing with early on this morning.
Ahead at 6:30, a deeper look into the conditions outside as wintry weather impacts the region. We got our crews out in the storm chaser sharing the latest on what they're seeing on the road.
This is a Porter from APCO. No problem. Thank you.
We start this Saturday early with a Weather Authority alert day. We have team coverage tracking everything you need to know. We start with meteorologist Chris Michaels.
Hey there, guys. Yeah, good morning. And you see our crews out there dealing with a little bit of a dry spell in the storm currently. That's happening as we see storms off toward Florida that have robbed us of a little bit of the moisture. Now, let's not get crazy here and say that this is a big swing and a miss or anything like that, because you do see more rain, more freezing rain building off toward the south. So that eventually is going to fill in the picture a little bit more. 10 News' Duke Carter is in the storm chaser, and where he's heading to is toward Covington, where I've had reports from Stephen Foster saying that he's got some freezing rain again. So that's north of the Roanoke Valley. You're starting to see that filling in toward Bent Mountain, toward Cave Spring. That's where we have 10 News' Amy Cockrum. Abby's dealing with a little bit of a break in the action. Lindsay as well in Rocky Mount. And Thomas Mundy, man, he's been killing it. He's seen a lot of that ice there in Christiansburg, and you see that continuing to fill in to parts of the New River Valley so far this morning. So this is going to be that traditional mixed bag. Some of you see rain, some of you see freezing rain, some of you see snow north of I-64. It's all dependent on temperature. By tomorrow, we're breezy with some of that mountain snow. So here we are this morning, icy for a lot of us, wet for others. And then as we head late in the morning, it's going to be wet for most, especially south of I-64. And then this storm system's out of here by 3 or 4 p.m. So we've said this for days now that this is not going to be an all-day thing. By this evening, we're breezy and cold, but guys, temperatures rising above the freezing mark. Team coverage continues here in the Weather Center. We've got meteorologist Parker Beasley with what is coming up next. Parker, what you got for us?
Yeah, so I'm tracking some icy conditions. This is actually a local storm report sent in by the National Weather Service. There is a report of freezing rain. 0.08 inches has stacked up in Merrimack, Montgomery County, just west of Roanoke County. So a little bit of ice on some of the roadways and some of the grounds out there, also on some of the trees. And if you are headed out of the door in the next couple of minutes, maybe within the next hour, just be mindful as you're crossing some of the bridges, because those tend to ice a lot earlier and a lot sooner than the roadways do. And the reason for that is because we have colder air that can rush underneath of the bridge. So we don't really see that on roads, but as you have a bridge suspended, colder air comes beneath and above, so icy patches can develop on some of those bridges out there. Just be mindful of that. We're also tracking freezing rain. I just talked about 0.08 inches of freezing rain out there and a little bit of ice. We could see up to about 1/4 of an inch of ice form on some of these power lines. That can add about 500 pounds of weight to that. And what can happen is some of them can topple over. While we're not expecting something dramatic as what you just saw behind me, we are expecting a little bit of accumulation, and there is potential to see some power outages across all 5 of our zones throughout the rest of this morning.
Thanks, Parker. 10 News reporter Thomas Mundy is in the New River Valley. Thomas, you're having fun out there.
Yes,
I like this.
He is. So, Thomas, we know your car has been hardened by the ice. You can about near scrape up a tiny snow cone by now, can't you?
You're not wrong there, Jaffney. The ice really has kind of settled in here. We've been in a little bit of a lull, and I think it's kind of given some people some confidence. If you just see behind me, there has been some people that are just getting out, starting to travel, but the ice is still here. I told you earlier, we kind of gave you a little foot test right here. This is right in the entrance. You can see the sludge, you can see the ice, and really it's something that no matter what your car is, you're going to still slip and slide. So we're still asking people just to be safe out here. If you are going to travel, we're still making sure that we're paying attention to all the conditions, and it looks like right now that it's starting to come back down just a little bit. So again, if you are planning to travel, be extremely safe, and really right now it's just best to stay home and stay safe. But I'm going to continue to keep track of everything up here in the New River Valley so we can keep everybody safe.
Thomas, have you been doing this forever? You're so comfortable out there. I love it.
I'm a snowman. I'm a snowman. I grew up. I loved it. I was telling Carter earlier, I'm gonna get one of these icicles here in a little bit, and I might have to have a little bit of a snack, but we'll see.
Oh yeah. Okay. We'll get that. I did that when we had snow in Texas, which never happened. But you know, I would go outside and find an icicle and eat it. So, oh, you brought me back to childhood. 10 News reporter Duke Carter is in the storm chaser this morning, not snacking on icicles. You're nice and warm, right, Duke?
Exactly. Bless Thomas's heart for going out there and being a good sport to make sure that, he's getting those good reports. But Duke Carter, yeah, we're going to eat on some good snacks, some Pop-Tarts, the breakfast of champions in here. And so, yeah, we're out here in Clifton Forge, ladies and gentlemen, making sure you're good to go. Kind of want to give you all a glimpse of what we're seeing here right now. And as Chris mentioned, yeah, we are getting a lull in that weather, of course, throughout the morning as it progressed. So we got a little bit of a break. And so here's what we're seeing right now on those roads. It's a little wet, a little slush. We have seen crews out here, out and about, driving up along Clifton Forge, making sure those roads are safe for drivers. And just to kind of give a little recap of how far we've come, obviously we came away from Roanoke 581. Again, we're seeing crews on standby, monitoring those bridges, monitoring those highways and byways and back roads, just to make sure we are safe, clear to go if you have to travel. Then we made our way along Route 11 to Botetourt County and hit up 220. And so this is what we're seeing right now. Kind of want to give you all a glimpse of a different perspective from our rooftop cam. It's a little bit of a mess right now, but we did see some ice accumulate along the wiper, the blade, to give you this view right here. I don't know if you can see a little bit right there, but you can kind of, again, see the roads from a different perspective on the roof of this car. You can see a little wet, little slick, but again, making sure that those roads are clear. And so shout out to Mr. Stephen Foster, who also messaged Chris and myself, who kind of gave us a little bit of some of those conditions in Covington, who said that he's seeing a little bit of some freezing rain. So shout out to those folks on social media who is keeping everyone up to date. I do want some coffee from you, Mr. Foster, so if we can get some breakfast from you, I'm not going to deny that this morning. But we are, again, just monitoring those conditions, making sure things are good to go. And so we'll, of course, make our way to Covington and see how things are as the morning show progresses. But we are going to send things back to you all in the studio.
Duke, you telling me you got the Pop-Tarts, but you forgot your cup of coffee?
The funny part is, Jeff, I am not a coffee person, but sister, in this time right now, I could take a little bit of some caramel ribbon crunch. So hook a brother up when you're done with the show.
Okay, I got you when you get back. Okay, thank you, Duke. All right, moving on. We got 10 News reporter Lindsay Kennett in Franklin County. Lindsay, obviously you were wet earlier in our last hour. Everybody's drying out. Is anything happening your way now?
Well, Jeff, it is actually starting to pick up a little bit. That freezing rain is picking back up. And if you guys are talking about hot coffee, please send some my way. It is freezing cold out here. You can see the road behind me. Not that bad. There are some cars out here. But like I said, that freezing rain is just starting to pick back up. We had a bit of a break earlier this morning, but definitely on the way down here, down 220 south, that freezing rain totally obstructed our view on our windshield. So we had to turn on the defrost, use those windshield wipers and that windshield wiper fluid. So definitely a warning out there. If you are driving, you got to be careful. Stay off the roads if you can, but we're out here to let you guys know what the conditions are like. But yeah, anybody got some hot coffee, feel free to send it my way. We'll keep track of these conditions for you all morning long.
I got you, Liz. We're making a huge pot for everybody because you're doing a great job out there.
We'll send Duke on the road with it. He can just drive. And
he'll be the delivery boy. All right, Liz, thanks. Unfortunately, right now, AEP is reporting many power outages. Well, right now, we just got an update. They're reporting about 100 power outages this morning.
George Potter with AEP on the phone with us this morning. What are your crews seeing?
Right now, it's like you guys said, it's pretty calm. We're just it's stationed in many areas and waiting to see if power outages do happen. But right now, it's pretty calm.
That is good news. Okay, so we've talked about the challenges with this kind of storm. We don't see these big ice storms a lot. So what do your crews do in the event of a weather event like this?
Well, when we're following the models and looking at the forecast, we're always concerned about the conditions of wet snow and freezing rain, that has a tendency to end up on our infrastructure and bring down wires and bring down poles. So whenever we have that combination in the forecast, we always want to get our supplies together, have extra wire, have extra poles available. So if outages do occur, we can hit the ground running.
Perfect. Well, we hope that it stays calm for you all day. And I know that means people keep their power, which they will be happy about as well. Thanks so much, George.
All right, make sure to download the 10 News weather app to stay up to date as we continue to track this winter storm with alerts sent straight to your phone.
And we'd love to see what conditions look like in your area. Send in photos through the Pin It feature on WSLS.com by becoming a WSLS Insider. It is free to sign up. The sun should be popping up here in the next 10-20 minutes, so we should get a better idea of what things are looking like. Well, the freezing rain, it is all over. This is Roanoke City, some video we got outside of our station this morning. We're working for you on what to expect in your zone as this continues.
And it's crazy the difference that elevation makes. You head into Cave Spring where we see that thin coating of ice. Roanoke City 34, but starting to see more reports out of Bland, Giles, Bath counties and others that we'll work on of some icy spots. That dry slot, as Lindsay was mentioning, starting to fill back in a little bit as we see that mix of rain and freezing rain. We'll time that out for you. We'll let you know when it skedaddles coming up in just a little bit.
Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check.
Mic check 1 2 3 4 5 6.
We continue our Weather Authority Alert Day with team coverage.
10 News reporter Abby Coleman is in Lynchburg. Abby, what are you seeing?
Well, guys, it's dry out here, and I am very, very happy to not be getting wet anymore. But don't let that fool you, because it is so cold out here. I've got the gloves on, I got the fur-lined boots on, but I am freezing. So keep that in mind before you head out. It is still very, very cold, even if it's not raining right now. I have still continued to see, even without the rain, the freezing rain and that ice, I've continued to see VDOT trucks going up and down 460. They are just on a roll today. They are making sure those roads stay clear of any ice that could form. They're doing a great job, really. They've been out and about all morning long since we got out here, at 5 a.m. So just, always keep that in mind before you hit the roads. But back to you guys.
All right, Abby, continue to try to stay dry out there. Now, we also have crews in the Roanoke Valley, including our very own Amy Cockrum in Cave Spring in Roanoke County.
Amy, please tell me you have gloves on now.
You and these gloves.
It's cold.
Well, Jenna and Daphne, actually not this time, but I don't plan to be touching anything. But yeah, I want to talk about, the precipitation, the rain. It is back, and it's coming down pretty moderately. And also, if it looks a little bit darker here, our street lights actually just went out in this parking lot. I'm not sure if that is outage related or not, because the gym across from me actually does have power right now. But also, I do want to give you a look at what the roads look like right now. If you are commuting or anything like that along Electric Road, there are a couple cars out in the road. It does look very wet, so you definitely want to be careful, because as we saw earlier, there are some ice on some of the branches out here. Now, live in Roanoke, Amy Cockrum, 10 News, working for you.
Okay, we've talked about driving coffee around.
Yeah.
We need to drive Amy some gloves.
Yeah, give her some gloves. We got a whole list we got going.
I got some in my purse. You can have mine.
I'm telling you, Amy's going to hop across the street and come back with like 3 pairs of gloves just to get you guys to stop talking about it. Road conditions this morning. As Amy was saying, yeah, they may look wet in parts of Cave Spring, but we're starting to get reports of icy patches. Nothing that so far is impassable, but you see that for the counties shaded in the yellow. Here's that dry slot starting to fill in. You saw that in the street lights there in Cave Spring, and Lindsay was also starting to mention that in parts of Franklin County. Let's go ahead and zoom into the areas that were previously dry. I'm talking about parts of Carroll and Floyd counties, and there you see things starting to fill back in. A little bit of a break in the action for southern Wythe, southern Pulaski, and southern Montgomery counties. Let's take you farther to the north now, where we have the storm chaser. That's on the bottom left-hand side of your screen. That's where we've seen reports occasionally of some freezing rain as well, especially as you get closer to Covington. Future Tracker admittedly is overestimating things a little bit. Didn't necessarily take into account that dry slot, but again, it is starting to fill back in as we go through the next couple of hours. So elevation does make a difference. I want to mention Roanoke City hasn't really seen anything as far as freezing rain, but you head to Cave Spring, that's where things are starting to get a little slick out there. Here's 9 a.m. and you start to see that the pinks fade a little bit and the greens take over. So less freezing rain, more rain between 9 a.m. and noon, and that's a gradual process from southwest to northeast. Bent Mountain's one of our typical spots that's going to stay iced over up until about midday. Near and north of Interstate 64, still some cold air. Meanwhile, as we get closer to, if not after lunchtime, some rain out there, and it's going to be heavy at times Lynchburg and south side, wrapping up with one last gasp of snow and sleet near and to the north of Interstate 64. But after 3 p.m., this thing is out of here. Looks like Storm Chaser has gotten back on the roads. We'll hear from Duke in just a little bit. Here's some good news, though. Temperatures upper 30s this afternoon. As we've told you for days, this was never going to be a crippling ice storm, but it is a little messy out there this morning. The afternoon showing some improvements and holding on to some cautious optimism heading into tomorrow morning. Temperatures about 30 to 36. So if we can stay above the 32-degree mark, I think we'll be in decent shape. Now, by tomorrow afternoon, we're going to be looking at, once again, some snow at ski resort level. This is going to be your typical west slope snow, so there may still be some scattered bursts that make it into the NRV and Highlands. That would result in some very streaky accumulations off and on. So that's on the backside of this system. And we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but our job is to talk about the future. So let's go ahead and talk about Monday night into Tuesday. Could see a brief wintry mix, but as we pull in some warmer air, the main thing we'll watch for Tuesday is going to be the potential for some heavy rain and even some localized flooding. We'll kind of cross that bridge once we get there, but just want to give you a preview that on the backside of that is when the wind can pick up. So today wind is not an issue, but with Tuesday's storm, especially heading into Wednesday. That's when the wind could potentially get quite strong. Here's a look at the extended forecast as we continue to deal with that mix of freezing rain and rain, very temperature and elevation dependent so far this morning. You look at the left-hand side of your screen, that's Blacksburg, Virginia Tech in the middle there, where we've definitely seen some ice. Parker just said, what was it, about 1/10 of an inch of ice from the Weather Service?
0.08.
0.08, so pretty close to that. So that's what we've seen so far this morning. Back up into the 40s the rest of the way through, but more storms to keep track of, and we will do just that. That's a check your forecast here at about 6:53. Let's hand things back over to Jenna and Japhanie.
Thank you, Chris. Rain, sleet, or snow, the show must go on. The Salem Rodeo back this weekend. Why staff say that the weather won't play a factor in the fun.
Here's a live look at Wytheville from our Bowling Wilson Hotel Skycam. Temperature is currently at about 31 degrees, seeing a little bit of rain and some frozen rain falling over there in parts of the NRV. Thomas Mundy has been showing you where we're seeing some of those deteriorating conditions in some of our areas, but we'll have more coming up in about the next full hour as we continue our team coverage.
You know, we're talking about the weather, but
Yeah.
there's a big event happening, the Salem Rodeo. It's that weekend again, and despite the winter weather, staff says the show must go on.
All of the animals have been prepped for the 56th year of the Salem Championship Stampede Rodeo. Staff tell us that the event brings in about 200 cowboys and cowgirls from all over the country and Canada.
Doors open at 6:30 tonight, 1 o'clock tomorrow. You can buy tickets in person and online. They start at $22. They had a show last night that went on, and looking forward to it tonight.
A lot of places are being confident right now. I know the Rail Yard Dogs is having their game tonight as well.
Yeah, and I think we're good to go, especially this evening, guys. So, yeah, this morning is really going to be the time to watch, and we're watching the thermometer closely. Those of us below 32, you're dealing with that ice. Those of us just above that, Roanoke City, close at 33, whereas Cave Spring is dealing with more ice than anything. Look at what's to come here later this morning. A live stream on our app that's going to be around 8:10, but we still have another hour of news to go. I'm going to share some viewer reports with you guys coming into social media. That's going to be in just a couple minutes right here in our continuing coverage.
Coming up on Virginia Today at 7, as we continue to track the winter storm, VDOT crews already on the go. We'll show you some of the preparations being made for those who might hit the roadways.
Here is a live look at Franklin County. The 10 News team coverage continues with crews across our 5 zones, tracking everything you need to know.